Good morning, girls and boys and friends. We're excited to see you again. I'm Miss Joanne with Miss Valerie from Church
Morning.
to See. Let's begin our lesson today with a prayer. Hold our hands, bow our heads, and listen and open your hearts. Loving God, we are here today to learn. We're here to learn more about your love for us. Help us spread that love to others. Amen. You know,
Amen.
we talk about spreading love all the time. So let's think about it in our prayers and see that we do it. Remember last week when we had an exciting story about fishermen, and Jesus was out fishing and he encouraged these people to come join him. And they happily put down their poles and went and joined them. And when they were talking about fishers of men, they were really gathering up fish and having fun with their friends. And the fishers of men were the new friends. So we made, as a craft, a little fish pole with fish on it. And we were going to catch a lot of fish this past week. So did anyone find any friends and call them fish? That was fun. I'm sure it was fun looking at new people to join you. Everyone in the story today was so excited to see Jesus sharing his love. We talk about it. What does it look like when you do it? And how differently does do it maybe than you do it? That's what these people encountered in the story, how excited they were. We all know how we feel when we feel lonely or sick or disappointed or angry. And what makes us better? How do people make us feel better? Sometimes it's just pat on the back or, oh, it'll be okay. And sometimes you just sit by yourself. Or sometimes you see your friend suffering, but you don't know how to share love. So this story will be of great help to us. The wonderful thing about it is, who is the best one at all at this? Our children. All we need to see is your happy smile, your sweet kiss, your smile, hug, pat on the back. That's an easy thing to do. So it's wonderful that you, boys and girls, have that talent to share our feelings, sad, lonely, and so forth. Miss Valerie, you have so many talents.
Oh, thank you.
She does indeed. In sharing love and care and compassion. She does so many things. And she doesn't wait to say, oh, I should get up and go do that. She does it. She does it right away. She's spontaneous in doing it. So tell us how you manage to do that so often in so many ways, not only at church, with friends, it's everywhere. She's there. She responds immediately. Tell us how you do that.
Thank you, Miss Joanne, for those very kind words. I now have something to live up to. I think it is very important to show people kindness, to be polite and well-mannered to everyone. I was thinking today, I think we've become a little careless about good manners. And they do remind us to respect one another. And even, just saying, please, can I have? And, oh, thank you. Just, it's a good, they're three little words, but, they make a big difference with when you use them, because somehow they make everybody who hears it feel good. So let's remember first to have good manners every day. And, I think it's also important to understand that not everyone is going to agree with you. I mean, I'm thinking like, I'd rather go to bed at 10 o'clock. And your mother says, no, you go to bed at 9 o'clock. So, she's not going to agree with you always. So, you've got to, that's going to happen in life. So don't get upset when people don't agree with you. Just listen to them. And, sometimes you can change their mind. And sometimes they're just going to say bedtime at 9. So but don't get upset if you don't always agree with everybody, and still be well-mannered towards them. Don't get really angry unless it was something really bad that they wanted to do. But, you know, try to keep that feeling of love and kindness, whatever happens. And also, I think it's nice to make people know that you're there to listen to them too. You know, sometimes I think, I never stop talking to my daughter. I should listen to her things that she wants to tell me. So always remember that to give other people, you know, listen to other people and see what they will have to share with you, because sometimes they share something very important. And then I think, you know, it's a little more difficult now for us all because we don't really go out as much. But I think, you know, when you're in the store, you say, you know, hello, or you see people, you might not necessarily know them sometimes, but you say, hello, how are you? Oh, nice to see you. And I'll give a smile, like Miss Joanne said, you know, it's so nice when you see children smiling and talking and saying hello. So remember that that's a gift you can give free. It doesn't cost anything to be kind. So that's a good thing to do. And then you can say things like to people, thank you again. Oh, how kind of you. Oh, I appreciate your help, or thank you for your help. Sometimes, you know, we forget that just simple words sometimes tell people that they've done something and thank them for it. You know, it may only be a small thing, but it's important to remember to acknowledge that they have done something kind. And then, you know, like Miss Joanne said, you know, sometimes the people that we're with will be a little important to people. Sometimes very much, but you can listen. And sometimes, you know, it's just sharing words with people that makes you feel better. And try and be cheerful. Try and, you know, make people have a little smile and a little laugh, maybe. Just to try and, I mean, it's almost like I want to go out and make the world a happy place. I don't want to go out and make it worse. But, you know, some days that takes a lot of courage, I think. But I think it's important to try and remember to, you know, make people enjoy seeing you.
Thank you, Miss Valerie. The wonderful thing is that everything that you shared with us is so natural. You do it so naturally. I think that's
thank you.
It doesn't take any big moment to stop and say, I got to go help that person. It should be natural and something straight from your heart, spontaneous, showing your compassion. And let's listen to this story and see how Jesus does it and how much people are so surprised, and yet it's something we could all do. This is about Jesus cares and a group of people seeing someone that's distressed. See how Jesus does. Come in here. Come in here, Jesus. Many people hurried to the synagogue. A synagogue is like a church. The people wanted to hear Jesus speak. They had heard many good things about this new teacher that they heard about around town. Now they wanted to see for themselves what was so great about Jesus.
Soon the synagogue was filled with people. Everyone wanted to hear Jesus speak. Suddenly a man jumped up and started shouting. Oh, he sounded very angry and upset. He waved his arms in the air to get people's attention. The man was so loud that the people were afraid that they wouldn't be able to hear Jesus. Who is this noisy person? Why doesn't this person just go away? And everybody moved back a little. They didn't want to get too close to him.
But Jesus did not move away. With great love in his eyes, Jesus looked at the man. Jesus knew that this man needed help. Jesus gently touched the man and spoke to him quietly.
The angry man listened. And he looked into Jesus's eyes and saw that Jesus loved him. Slowly, slowly, the man began to feel Jesus's love all around him and deep inside. The angry man became quiet and stopped shaking. He felt so much happier. Jesus had healed him. Jesus had helped him to know that he was welcome in the synagogue and that he belonged there too.
The people were amazed. We don't understand this. Who is this Jesus who can heal someone with just a few words and a gentle touch? We must tell others what we have seen Jesus do today. Come, let's go. And with those words, everyone left the synagogue. They were going to tell other people about the love Jesus had shown this man. Jesus would soon have more and more followers.
Mm-hmm.
How
That's beautiful.
Was, and as Valerie said, it doesn't have to be a big thing that you do or a big noise or a big present. The fact that he just went gently, touched the person, listened, which Valerie told you many, many times, listening is so important. And today, Valerie's going to tell you another thing to do that will help you easily share your love, God's love.
Yes, I think we can't do enough, things about being loving and caring. And I was just thinking as we read that story about the man and the way Jesus spoke to him. And I was thinking, you know, we don't really see love, but we feel it in a very deep way. And the thing about the beauty in the story was, you know, everybody can be angry at somebody and that just makes them feel worse. And yet the man, when Jesus came, he spoke to him and he felt that love, and suddenly the love made him feel calm inside. And I think, you know, that is the power of love in a way, that it does have that power to change the way we feel about things. So we can't have enough reminders. So today we're going to remind ourselves through making a flower with a hand print. So this is what I asked you to bring some construction paper. So I made a couple of flowers here, and I don't think, I think you all know how to do a handprint. So, you know, you just get your paper, put your hand on the paper, and you can draw around it. And then you have to get your scissors and cut it out, like you've, you know, done many times, I'm sure. And so you cut it out, and then you can decorate it. As you can see, this one I kind of made, and I decorated it with some little nails maybe, and some, I used construction paper, and I used tissue paper, if you wanted those kind of things. And then I just sort of glued it on. This one I did the same, hope you can see it, but just did a little design on it. And then, so you do, you know, when you've cut it out, then you can draw on it, make a design on it, whatever you choose to do. And then you need to fold it. If you fold it like this, and that makes it into a flower shape. And then if you have, you can use a stapler if you have it, or if not, you can always use tape. I mean, tape will work just as well. And then you decorated it. I used a stapler there, and I'm sort of funny. I don't like the look of a stapler particularly. So what I did, as you can see, to cover up the mark of the stapler, I just cut out a couple of leaves from some green construction paper I had. So that gave it another, covered up the staple at the bottom. And then now if you got the little package from the church for projects like this, they should have sent you some pipe cleaners. You could use those little wooden sticks, but I'm not quite sure what would substitute, because it has to have a little firmness. So I hope most of you have something like a little pipe cleaner that you can use. And then either you can staple it on the back, or where it was going higher, I put it up, and then you put tape on there, and then I'm just going to staple it again. And then you can have that. And then if you, you have, this one actually is like the back of the hand, and this one is the front of the hand. So it's up to you, because you're all very creative, and I know that you can, you know, design your own very easily. And then I put on this one Mum's hand for that one, and then this was Anna's hand. So I thought it might be fun that you did a hand for Mum and Dad and even grandmother, and for anybody who's around, and brothers and sisters. And then you can find a smallish vase, and then you could even pop them in the vase and have them in your house. And then that would be your loving reminder that, you know, touching lovingly, lovingly, and speaking kindly and lovingly. It's good. I think, you know, I was thinking there is something, and I wrote it down. It was something which we were saying recently, and it was love thine enemies. The messages from with, you know, anything that would be hurtful or angry, it was always love people like you would like to be loved yourself. And so, you know, all of these are all reminders of that message that, you know, God wants this to be a loving world. And sometimes we forget. And we have to keep saying, you know, God is right. God is definitely right. Listen to him. He knows. He knows. And so what I thought today was my angels. I have my angels, and I think you do too, Miss Joanne.
I do.
And one of them, and this made me think this morning, was like the angel of honesty. And I thought, you know, really, I'm a very honest person. I think I try to be honest. And then I thought, well, you know, sometimes I have to be honest with myself and admit that I made a mistake, that you made it. So my feeling with this angel is she's reminding me that I have to be honest about the things that aren't very good about me and make them better. So that was kind of a little reminder for me today, and to try and be truthful. I keep finding this angel, and I do try very hard to be truthful, and that's good. And also this is another one that is always good, gratitude, because sometimes, you know, we forget to count our blessings. So I thought she was reminding me that I was feeling a bit miserable yesterday. So I'm smiling and happy today and counting my blessings.
Well,
do you have any today?
I do. I had compassion, because I think
yes,
the basis of your love or your thought to share it with others. And I like spontaneity, which means you respond right away, because so often I see something that I want to say, oh, that was great. She looked lovely, or she was such help. But I don't say it right away, and the moment's gone. So I think when you see that, or you feel it, to come out right away. Oh, that's
great. I think sometimes that's a great idea, that we stop ourselves saying things like, as you say, and we wish we had. Yeah. Let's do that, especially if they're loving thoughts and things. Yeah.
Quick thought. You so often you have a great experience, and you go back in your house or your car or something, and you think, that was great. Well, why didn't I say it to the people that were there? So
yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think these are all very good reminders, because I think, you know, the fact that we are not out and about quite the same way, that it, you know, I mean, some people really don't see people at all. And I think, you know, just a few kind words as we meet and see each other right now are more necessary than usual. So I think it's a good thing to remind ourselves. Yeah, good. So to close today, I thought just a little while ago, I thought, you know, we don't normally do this. We have a little prayer, but this, I thought maybe it would be a good idea today to say the prayer that Jesus taught us. And I thought maybe because this is the same prayer that a lot of people all around the world would be saying at this time. And in the prayer, when we say it, the all that we say and listen to are the ways that God would like us to take care of his world. And also he's telling us the things that would be good for us to do too, to be loving, helpful, happy boys and girls and grannies and grandpas and mums and dads. So perhaps today we'll just say the Lord's Prayer together.
Okay.
Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. Forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil, forever and ever. Amen. And now we hope you all have a loving week and enjoy every day. Remember that make the most of everything that we have.
Show you care, share your love.
Yes. You know,